I've interviewed her many, many times over these years, and I've come to understand her vision, her passion, and most importantly, her commitment to District 287. I believe that to have a true impact on the lives of children and young people, it's the most important job there is. And Sandy, the impact that you have had on the lives of most everybody here in this room, but most importantly, the thousands of young people whose lives you've touched is profound. And I do think I speak for all of us here in this room that it is an honor and it is a privilege to be here at this celebration tonight. Congratulations to Sandy. Now, we are going to hear from Sandy in just a little while. First, though, we would like to introduce you to some of the sponsors of this event. The Minnesota Association of School Administrators, MASA, is a member service organization representing more than 900 educational administrators throughout Minnesota. Each year, MASA selects a superintendent of the year to represent Minnesota on a national level. And of course, this year, it's Sandy. ATS&R, Planners, Architects, and Engineers, is MASA's partner that sponsors the Superintendent of the Year program for Minnesota. Thank you for your support to the program and to this evening's event honoring Sandy. The entire event is made possible through generous donations, and I would like to recognize David Maroney and any others who might be with him tonight. David, I know you're here. Will you stand, please? Thank you. We appreciate it, and David will be up here in just a few moments, and he'll say a few words. At the gold level of sponsorship, representing the insurance agency of Marsh & McClellan Agency, please let me thank and help me thank Tom Gallagher and Jody Kelly. Tom, Jody, are you in the room? I hope. Please stand if you are. Well, we do thank them. TSP is the architect, engineering, and interior design firm that helped to create the award-winning North and South Education Center buildings, and most recently provided renovations to the District Service Center. Representing TSP is Justine Pliska, Nathan Reet, and Gary Sabart. They're here. Thank you. Good to see you. TSP. Sassafras Design helped to brand District 287. The creative talents of the team assist in the development of brochures, the videos, the overall image, including the little orange tennis shoes. Representatives Jen V. and Ken Reese, they're not here tonight, but Baron Whittick. Baron, are you here tonight? Baron's here. Baron is the videographer. He's the writer and editor. He's the genius behind Sassafras Design. Good to see you, Baron. We also want to thank our silver sponsors. With the representatives of the following organizations, please stand. MSP Outdoor Service, Transformation Systems, and Facility Services. Any representatives? Well, we thank them for their help. And finally, many thanks to the additional vendors, the board members, and staff for their generous contributions to make this event possible tonight. And to Scott Bremer. What a great contribution. All right, at this time, I invite our first speaker to honor Sandy, MASA Superintendent of the Year from the great state of Minnesota. Please welcome Commissioner of the Minnesota Department of Education, Dr. Brenda Cassellius.
Well, good evening. It's so good to be here and be invited to speak in honoring Sandy. She's just this amazing gift to children in Minnesota. I couldn't decide if I wanted to roast Sandy or if I wanted to be serious. So I think I'll be serious and not tell all the stories. You know, there's about over 435 superintendents and charter directors in Minnesota. So it would be impossible to know all of them. But you know Sandy, because she's such a champion for kids. And you know, I give out my phone number all the time to groups, and all the superintendents have my phone number, and Sandy uses it. And I'm glad that she does, because she really is like a super bunny, isn't she? Just this energizer super bunny for kids. And she's always on task. She doesn't waste your time. She comes with solutions. She's not there just to complain. She's just the great little super problem solver. So I so appreciate all that she does for the kids. I've been out to her building several times with the governor even, with your food program that you did when you went to the White House with the First Lady. It's such amazing. And then just recently, to talk with kids and tour the building and talk with them about some of the barriers to their learning and what we could do legislatively to remove some of those barriers. And I can't tell you how much I appreciate Sandy and her leadership across Minnesota. We all could learn so much from her and her commitment to equity and to excellence into every single child, no matter their circumstance, no matter how naughty they might have been, you know, that you just love them up anyway, right? And that is what you give to all of the children in Minnesota. You're my hero, Sandy, and congratulations.
At this time, I would like to introduce District 287's school board. We have quite a few members in the room tonight, so as I say your name, please stand. First, Jeffrey Palm of Brooklyn Center. Jeffrey, good to see you. Carol Bomben of Eden Prairie. Carol. Some of you may have seen Regina Neville of Edina. She just had to leave to go to another event, but she was here. Michelle Coons of Orono. Dean Henke, Osseo. Sherry Tyrell of Robbinsdale. Sherry. Nancy Gores of St. Louis Park. And of course, Ann Bremer of West Tonka. Also, are there any former District 287 board members here? If so, please do stand. Oh my, quite a few. Well, welcome. Thank you for coming this evening. And now I would like to introduce a woman we've talked about, District 287's board chair, Ann Bremer. Ann, come on up.
Wow, what a crowd. What a great crowd for Sandy and what an honor for her. So I'm so glad to see all of you. My name, as I said, name is Ann Bremer, and I represent the West Tonka District on the District 287 board. Just drive a little bit down this road, and you'll be in the best district in this state. So. And I'm incredibly humble and proud to serve as the chair of the District 287 board. Many of the best people that I know serve on this board or have served on this board, and I love to call them my colleagues and, more importantly, my true friends. In addition to this board, there are many outstanding staff members that work and dedicate their lives and everything that they are to make sure learning happens for all kids. And nothing means more to a board member than that commitment. And all the wonderful things that happen in this great district happen because of the outstanding vision and leadership of one incredible woman, this dedicated educator whom we honor tonight, Sandy Lewandowski. I could list for you thousands of reasons why this board wanted to nominate Sandy for Superintendent of the Year, but I'm afraid there'd be a big hook after about 100, and I'd be pulled off this stage. So I want to share two with you, two that mean the most to me, that have had the most impact on me, and what has made me realize just what a gift Sandy is to education in Minnesota and to the children and students that come through our doors. So I hope I can convey to you the passion that they deserve, because this is what makes this woman so incredible. So first and foremost, the one thing that I noticed the most and which sticks with me in my heart is how she took on the Hennepin County graduation issue. And she made it an incredible personal mission. She built a coalition of partners that could really do something about it and not just deliver lip service to this crucial issue. She dug in and she really found out what all the issues are for kids today and why they drop out. From transportation to mental health, to not all kids learn the same, to family issues, to chemical health and pregnant and parenting teens. And that's just part of it. But she made those issues come to life for us and really realize what these barriers are for kids. And that's not all. Because if we don't know the reasons why kids drop out, we can't help. So some would ask, was this the right mission for a District 287 superintendent? So if not her, then who? And she knew it was her, and she took it on. And secondly, another very crucial topic that we tackled as a board that she led us through is our tipping point. And this doesn't just affect District 287, but all districts and all the metro intermediate districts, and the depth of extreme mental health issues of our students, their increased violent behaviors, and the impact it was having on our staff. Sandy sought out the most influential partners in our state, most importantly, the governor of our state. And Commissioner, did she leave? She calls her a Energizer Bunny. I call her a bulldog. I've always called her a bulldog because she just goes after whatever problems it is. And so she got their attention and their commitment to help. And the rights and behaviors of our kids were bumping up against the rights and safety of our staff. And she figured out how to make an impact on this crisis. So as I said, these are just two, but there are hundreds of examples, large and small, of why Sandy deserved this honor. The hard part of this process was not figuring out what to say about Sandy, but it was convincing our humble leader that she was worth all the effort, and she is worth all the effort. I am honored to know her. She is completely dedicated to making learning happen for all kids, and there is no one who deserves this more than she does. And I salute you. I'm honored to know you, and I hope I can convince you to stay as our chair, convince you to stay as our leader for a very long time. So in closing, I just want to say there are so many wonderful staff members who have helped make this evening incredible, and I don't want to miss out on any of them, so I thank all staff members, but the drivers are most definitely Linda Reese, Colleen Baumtrog, and of course, the ultimate assistant, Denson-Mgeni. So thank you. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you so much, Ann. Well, Sandy is not only this year's Superintendent of the Year, but she is the mother of two as well. Sandy's two sons, Tim and Josh, are here tonight, and they have a few personal remarks they would like to make about their mom. So meet the Lewandowski brothers, Tim and Josh. I don't know what we're going to get here, folks.
We're proud to call Sandy Lewandowski our mom, and honestly, she's the best mother that any son could ever ask for. I credit her with my values, my education, and some really nice genetics. What's equally impressive is the career that she's built for herself and the work that she's done for the students and staff of District 287. And you all probably know better than I do about all of her innovative programs that she's led as superintendent. But I wanted to draw your attention to the way that I am most familiar with her career, which is that first line on the bio there of teacher. For 20 years, she was working in the classrooms, working directly with students. And I think that that's really important to remember that when she proposes something that is not the way that you expect things to be done, it's because that she's had direct experience with the way that things have been done, and she knows how she should change it. And it could be easy to overlook the work she does because her understated attitude covers up the fact that she deals with incredibly serious situations on a daily basis. But she tends to brush these off as it's all in a day's work, even when she's answering calls late at night, dealing with the latest crisis. I can only hope to accomplish as much as she does in a day.
One of the many reasons that she deserves this award is not only for her optimism and passion in education for every type of child, but for her incredible effectiveness at enacting change in the notoriously difficult arena of public education. It is her rare gift of qualities and skills that has helped thousands upon thousands of children in her district's programs to get the type of quality education that every child deserves. Now, it is obvious that the traits found in Sandra, my mom, are far too rare in leaders everywhere. Plenty of talk about new ideas or strategies abound, but so few even get a chance to be implemented. No longer will I stand by and watch this happen. I think a call to action is required. So I ask, why not go with a strategy that is known to work and has a proven track record? Join me when human cloning becomes possible sometime in the next few years to contribute to the Clone a Sandy for Kids Future Education Kickstarter project. We will effectively begin with an order of at least a few dozen Sandra Lewandowskis to be placed as superintendents all throughout the country. Because if kids everywhere all had such an effective and passionate advocate, the future will be off to a pretty good start. Thank you.
That was terrific. Boy, to have your sons honor you that way. Job well done, Mom. All right, now please welcome Lynn Kovash, the superintendent of the Moorhead Public Schools and president of the Minnesota Association of School Administrators. Dr. Kovash is here to represent MASA and to talk about the qualifications for receiving this big award. Dr. Lynn, good to see you.
Well, I am honored to be here, although I didn't know I had to follow the brothers, to talk about Sandy and the Superintendent of the Year Award. I also feel connected to District 287 because of a program called Denson-Mgeni. In fact, on Saturday morning, I'm judging DI in our region, so we feel the touch of 287 throughout the state. Sandy was selected by a panel of representatives from a variety of Minnesota education organizations. Each candidate is judged in 4 areas. The first area is leadership for learning, creativity in successfully meeting the needs of students in her school system. I think from all we've heard today, we know that's true. But I've heard Sandy talk on a few occasions, and she's reminded us of every student and that we must believe in all of our students. Through her use of video, we were able to see her passion and her faith in all students. Communication is another area. Strength in both personal and organizational communication. Her communication skills show through all she does. Sandy's message has resonated with so many of us in the education field. I think about her message and her concern for all students. She is a leader in our state, especially for those students that don't have a lot of advocates for them. She helps us to continue to define our purpose and passion for all students. She demonstrated a look at eliminating educational barriers